Good morning, good morning. How are we doing, traders? Good morning. Today is Monday, June 10th at 7:33. A little bit of a late start this morning. I do apologize for being late. Welcome. Welcome to another live stream. Thanks for spending a part of your day with us. Today we're looking at a few companies that have moved significantly over the weekend. As you can see, AM has pushed up slightly, about 1.5%. Carvana has pushed up also 3% since our Sunday night stock talk yesterday, which happens every week on Sundays at 7 p.m. my time. So whatever time, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So whatever time zone you're in, be aware of that. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you spending a part of your day with us here. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. I know I sure did. Just a second to spread my links around here. And as you can see, we are finding support and resistance on these levels. How's everybody doing this morning? Go. Get that link spread around, really nice, so that people can join us. Now we have been getting quite a few new members in our Investing for Beginners community, as well as our Learn to Earn community. We have a private Facebook group of over 70,000 members on Facebook. And we're almost about to hit 100 on our Investing for Beginners Discord channel also, so not too bad. I just started the Discord a couple of months ago, so very, very new to it all. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. DDOG, finding that huge push, just like we talked about. It's up 2% this morning. We're 6 minutes into the day already, so not too bad. FFIE, struggling to find support. JD with a bounce. Mara with a bounce here, up about 2% on the day, so not too bad here. Now, Mara is a company we are holding overnight, or over the weekend, actually. We did hold this over the weekend, so be aware of that. All right, all the links are spread around. Welcome, welcome. All right, we're going to go ahead and share my screen because I don't think we've done that yet. Mara finding some support level here for the day at 1885, which is just insane to me. But being able to pick this up down low is a 2.5% profit currently. JD finding support and going up slightly today, about 1% as well. Intel not doing much, still trying to find that support level here. So we'll see if it does stay along with the support, potentially going up. FFIE selling off just like we thought it would. Now I do have 700 shares of FFIE, around $400, down about $55 on the open. So now why? Well, yes, on Friday I bought this thinking it was going to continue to go up as it did once before. Now it only happened one time, so it doesn't mean it has to happen multiple times. But more realistic, I should have looked back at the 4-hour before investing on the 1-minute chart on Friday, because I really messed up, guys, buying at the highest level possible here. 300 shares at 74.25. So not very good thing to do. I did buy more down here at the $60 level, or 60 cent level to average down my position size, and honestly should have waited even more. Could have averaged down to 58 multiple times, getting an average a little bit better. Now, it did get as high as 65, it looks like, but my average share price is 66.57. So there was a few areas where I could have sold out and didn't. So that's my fault. So we are going to go ahead and buy another 100 shares at this level currently to bring down my share price from 66 to 65. So not a huge difference here. We could buy another $50 worth. I don't think it'll really matter too much. It's 100 for this. Oh, okay, it's 100. You have to buy 100 shares of FFIE in order to even purchase it or play around with this company. DE not doing much here on the 1 hour. Now on the 4 hour, it's going along with our plan that it's going to sell off a little bit more before we end up buying into it for about a 3 to 4% profit. DDOG has a nice push up about 3.5%, 3% or so. Now this company has a potential to go up even more, so be aware of that. DDOG, Datadog Inc. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for spending a part of your day with us here. Hope you're all having a great day. Carvana looking like it's pushing up as well. Now we talked about this on Sunday. If it pushes above this support level, which it did, then this will be its new area of support and resistance. If it doesn't and it gets rejected here, then it may come back down to 97 or 104. So the potential here looks like we've already missed out on a little bit of 3.72%. This does have opportunity to go up even more than that. I'd say at least another 12% or so if it passes this resistance level on Carvana. AM, nice push up. As you can see here, it's up 1.5%. Potential to go up about 5% on AM. Mara, breaking pattern. So this pattern is no longer relevant. It looks like it had some nice bounces, and we played some of the bounces and we missed some of the bounces. But as you can see here, plain as day, it was creating higher lows and higher highs, and now it is just down. It's all the way down. It broke past its trend level. These are now resistance levels because they were previous support levels, and so it's struggling a little bit to find its support. Did find support at 1885, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. Yeah, it's staying within this level here. So until we see a breakout above or below, I'm really not going to do much with Mara. I'm just going to kind of let Mara ride for now. I do have a limit order. I only have about 10 shares, so $192, about $200 in this position. Down about $13 overall, about 50 cents on the day. Good morning, Tina. Good morning. How are you doing? So we can see this bounce to resistance levels of 21.42. It's about 11% profit. FFIE is coming down as well. Now it can come down as low as 44 cents or as low as 35 cents. So we are waiting for the bounce on this. Are down about $61, but it's unrealized. So doesn't mean it actually, or that I am actually down that much money. All it means is if I sold right now, then it would be down to that level. It's got a lot of room to grow, but it doesn't mean it has to right now. As you can see on the 5-minute, it did go past its previous support level. It's actually on the support level trying to identify key areas, key levels of support here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 times it's hit that 5-minute support level, which is good because it's a good indication that that support level is about a mid I mean, there was some heavy resistance on it, which means it's a true support and resistance level. So that's good. That's really good. We're gonna wait and see what happens here. Now, obviously, if this goes down more, we're gonna buy some more, and if it goes up, we're gonna lock in some profits. Actually, I could do that now. We'll have a sell limit order for 800 shares at like 65 and some change. At 69. It's 72. 72 would be a good area. If it can hit it. 67, it's actually hit 67 quite a few times. Just above where I bought it. Yeah, barely touching just a few times here. Maybe I'll wait. I'm gonna wait on this, see what happens. Hello, welcome, good morning. Good morning. Now, we did hold a position over the weekend. We held 700 shares of FFIE. We bought on this green candle when it was very high. We bought on this red candle when it was low to try to average down from my mistake. And now it seems to be going down even more, which is fine. That's exactly what we wanted to do anyways. This small move here from 65 down is about a 12% move. Same with it going up, about a 12% move. Now, if I sold just at the $69 level, that's a 5% profit on $500. So that'd be about 25 bucks. If I could make even 10% at 72, that'd be about $50 profit. 800. Good extended hours. Good deal cancel. We're going to set that up now. So if it does get up to these levels for any reason, it'll sell. And then Mara, what's Mara doing? Mara just touched 1949. So that's a good indication of a resistance support level here at 18, resistance at 1949. Now my share price is at 2060. 2060. So it's a little high up. Give me 1 second here, guys. We're gonna do something. I just use my phone. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. I know I sure did. You guys are gonna have to excuse me for a moment. What's up, guys? I'm back. Wow, DDOG pushed up huge. 3.5% up. That's nuts. Cardano pulled up, now bringing a nice pullback here. 4.5%, pulling back now. AM ended up not doing much of anything. FIE still selling off. Intel is trying to push up. As you can see here, it hasn't been doing much. If it can get down to these levels, you can see maybe a 3% profit. Same with JE, JDE. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Couple scenarios, right? If it went down, it can continue to go down. It could also go up and break out. If it does go up and break out, like we talked about in our Sunday stock talk, then it can go up about 21% on the higher end and about 3 to 5% on the lower end. So we're just kind of watching JD to see what happens this week. Mara pushing up nicely from those $18 support levels, giving us potentially a 13% profit. Starting to slowly make its way back up. Finding areas of support at 56. Doesn't mean it has to stay at 56. But as you can see, it's finding those areas of resistance. So it'll either crash through this resistance and support level, or it will actually bounce and start to rise back up. We're just kind of waiting to see what happens. I am going to set my alert if it goes below 53. And I'm going to set my alert if it goes above 58. That way I can keep an eye on it for today. Same with Mara. We're going to be putting Mara about an $19 below, $18.99. And if it goes above this resistance level, 1950, then we may consider adding more and bringing our average down. Why do you want to bring your average down? Well, on Mara, my average is really high up. So as you can see here, it's way up at 2060, and this is from holding it overnight. As you can see, I should have just sold it and got out of my position, but because I held, and especially overnight, it's finding support here at this level, right? It found support. Now it broke that support, it went down to 1878. It would have been nice to just stay out of this position on Friday and not have to worry about I guess covering it, right? Or having it right here. But because I didn't, now it's a very high average share price at 2060. So we're gonna want to wait, I guess just wait for it to come back up and sell it so we don't take a loss. But if I buy a few more shares down here, say I buy 10 more shares down at 19, it would bring this from 2060 to even if it was like 2060 to 1960, it would put it right in the middle at about like 2010, 2008. Now, if I could have got it low at that 1880 level, 1870 like it was earlier, then my average could have been down to like $19. And then we could have had more of a profit than going from 2060 to previous highs, about 3%. We could have seen a better profit of, say, 1960 to up here would be 9%. So averaging down can be a good way to add more to your position, but then also be able to bring this average share price down so it's a little easier for you to get out of the trade. Even if it goes up to here, I'm still not even break even yet. So good question. Very good question. There we go. Mara is going back up. FIE is finding that support level here. Heck. Good question. Good question. What else do we got going on in the markets today? AMD finding its support at 160, pushing up about 1.5%. Not too bad. Google selling off this morning. Amazon with a nice push up from previous lows, up 1% profit. AMC not doing much. Apple selling off. ANET not doing much. It's a little overpriced, so I believe we're just going to take this company off of our radar. Yeah. Potential bounce though. Yeah, it's just a little overpriced. Just a bit overpriced for me to make 3 to 7%. We're going to go ahead and take this off our watch list. Carvana starting to show signs of progress here. As you can see, huge green candle on the day. Going from lows of 106 to highs of 110 for about a 4% profit. Still plenty of area to move. CBX. Definitely oversold for sure. Could see a nice little bounce. 1.5 to 3.5% profit. DDOG making a nice big push here. Look at that green candle. Look at that candle right there. That is a 3% candle this morning alone. Potential for it to go up 7 to 10, 11%. So that's pretty good. Gonna wait and see what this does. I'm gonna put a above bell at 113.26. If it does go that high, we'll be notified. Now JDST is a bears ETF, 2 times leverage, so this goes against gold. So anytime gold does poorly, JDST does really well. And as you can see, JNUG has pushed all the way down to almost this new support level. Now if it can find support down at this level, you can see a nice profit of about 30%. So we're going to set our order here, or our alert above 38.26. Let's go 37.96, something like that. So when it starts to show signs that it's going up, we can take advantage and potentially make 5, 10, 15 to 20% profit when this thing does eventually go up. FFIE, we're not even really looking at. Just kind of holding and waiting. GME not doing much. GM went up like crazy today. A 3% candle on GM. It broke through its resistance and now has created a higher high. So that is really, really cool. So from its support levels that we called out last week to where it is now is an 11% profit. So I would recommend anyone who's still in on this position to start locking in profits now, or at least consider it. Intel, not much happening with Intel at the moment. QQQ, definitely up to those previous levels it was before. JD, not much is happening with JD, LCID, or Lucid Group, staying right along this support level. So if it stays along this green MA level, then you might be able to see a nice little bounce of about 7%. So we're actually going to set our alert at 2.72. So if it does go above that, we will be notified. And we could potentially get in on some positions here. Mara not doing much. Meta is very high up this morning. As you can see, this candle here, it's up about 1%. Overall from previous support levels, it's up about 8% in a week. Microsoft moving up. NNOX moving down. NNOX was a company that was doing really good. Had a nice area of support and resistance. It has recently broke that support level, creating a newer low. So we're going to wait and see what happens with this company. It goes above 802, or if it continues to drop below those 750 levels. And E looking really good. Had a slight pullback here. So if it can go back up to previous highs, that's about a 5% profit. Neo also finding some support levels down here in this area. Actually going to delete these. Now if NEO goes below 466, I want to be alerted. And if it goes above 482, I want to be alerted. This has a potential for it to go up, 10% to this first resistance to 26% on that second resistant level. So definitely excited to see what happens with NEO. Oxy, not much is going on with Oxy. We're going to have to bring down its support levels to here. This has a potential to go up 4% or higher. Just waiting to see what happens with this company. We're going to bring Oxy down 6042, create an alert there. Now, Ocugen is a company we've been waiting to trade, as it does go as low as $1 and as high as $2. So from $1 to $2 is almost 100%. It's about an 82%. So we are just waiting for this to eventually crash and fall. If it does, great. If it doesn't, well, then that's all right too. We're not going to buy up in these oversold or overbought areas when we know it can come down just as much, right? We're not going to risk 30% to make 20%. So we're going to wait for these levels to come down. If it doesn't, well, then we continue to wait. If it goes above, then we wait. But I want to be notified either way when that does happen. PLTNR, finding those support levels, finding some resistance levels. Looks like it just broke through previous resistance level too. So be right around here. Can you guys see that? How it goes from touching support to up below and then hitting, making sure that these are resistance now. May pass this resistance line, so we're going to wait and see what happens to Palantir. It does go above 2320, I want to know. And if it goes below 2297, I also want to know. TQQQ, definitely overbought. Now it did go along with exactly what we were thinking it was going to do. Bounce off this level and go up over 14% in 7 days. That is pretty crazy. So they are definitely overbought at the moment. They need to show some sign of a pullback. Of course, when SQQQ goes down, TQQQ goes up, and vice versa. So finding support at that 916 level, and about 920 level. Reddit, not doing much, slowly trailing up from where we were at previously. O coming down, probably down to these $50 to $52 levels. Good, pushed up very nicely. Oh yeah, look at Hood. Hood would have been the company to invest in today. 3.6% profit already. Now it can continue to rise. It's at $22 a share. Roku finding support and resistance. Now Roku, yeah, not much is happening with Roku right now. Major resistance levels. Sound slowly trending downward. Buy trending up. SCHD trending down. Probably going to go back down to these previous support levels here. SoFi maybe possibly bouncing off of this support level. About a 2% profit. Now it could go as low as 672. Sony TGT target looking to potentially bounce up again, about 7%. Tesla not doing much, just kind of trailing sideways. DJT, nice little bounce this morning. About 4% with the potential to make another 22%, 20-ish%. So DJT is very interesting. Seeing how it's going up today. Walmart, of course, is up from where it previously had its earnings to where it is now. It's up still about 4.5%. Waste management not looking so good. Huge pullback and oversold levels here. So from oversold to the previous support at 139, and it has the potential to go up another 4%. So for waste management, very possible. Check my positions real quick, see if there's any change. It's up a little bit more than where it was, but not by much. Marathon is up slightly higher. Now this may be the new range it trades in for a little while, right? Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. So we'll see what happens. We want it to get to previous levels, obviously. Even highs at 23 would be nice, or even 21. But we're just waiting to see what this does this week. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Join our Discord and see what happens throughout the day as I make these trades, get in and out of positions. Looks like Mara is actually starting to rise, which is nice. If we can pass this resistance level, then we can see a nice breakout above. But as you can see, it has heavy resistance at 1950 this morning, so be aware of that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time. It's been about 45 minutes on this live stream, so that's where we're going to end it now. And we will see you all in tomorrow's live stream. Thank you, and have a great day.